was in quite a bad way emotionally. I was depressed, I was anxious, I was just not a happy person. I'll never forget the first time I meditated. I felt so happy and so free. It was powerful. I was a journalist and I became a media executive. I was a pretty serious person and I hit it pretty hard in all ways. You know, I worked very hard and sometimes I drank too much and it really all took its toll. My brother died when I was in my early 30s. He was 27. It was shattering. It shattered me, broke me. I didn't know how to deal with the grief. I mean, I tried a lot of things. So therapy, jogging, eating right. I did a lot of yoga, did breath exercises. Of course, they all help your mental state, but it wasn't enough. I still didn't feel good. And I knew that meditation was one thing I hadn't tried. I didn't find it particularly attractive. So I saw it as woo-woo. But yet when you're desperate, you'll do things that you might not otherwise do. And I met this great guy and he looked to me to be normal. He looked like a football player. And so I learned meditation from him and it had a major impact on me immediately. I'll never forget the first time I meditated, actually. When I went outside after learning to meditate, everything was this psychedelic green. The trees were just alive. I'd never taken any psychedelic drugs, but I think that must be what it's like because I've heard about it. And it was incredible. And I felt so happy and so free. And that was in complete contrast to how I was feeling. Now, that was not my meditation experience for the rest of time, but that was the first time. You receive a word or it's a sound called a mantra and you think this word easily and you let it go and it takes your mind inward and your body starts to relax. The immediate sense I had was how could something so powerful be so easy? Because usually when something is powerful, you've had to work really hard for it. So I was with a friend one day and he said, "Oh, I'm going to be a teacher of Vedic meditation." And I just knew immediately, oh, I want to do that. It was a big decision to move to New York, leaving a good job, all my friends, my family, selling my house, everything. But I had wanted to live in New York since I was really young. And I guess I was getting close to 50 and I thought, if I don't do this, I'm never going to do it. And so I took the leap. It was terrifying, actually. I credit meditation absolutely with giving me the resolve, the courage, the capacity to do that. Because I remember in my late 30s thinking, you've left it too late. You're kind of washed up. I mean, it's crazy thinking. I was with a friend one day who is, I consider, very wise. He said to me, if there was a cohort that you could teach, who would it be? And I responded really quickly, it would be incarcerated people. And he said, you should do that. And it was the best decision I ever made. Rikers Island is a violent, harsh, unrelentingly difficult environment for anyone who's incarcerated there. I didn't know if incarcerated people would be interested in what I was teaching. So I was really shocked that the first time I did an intro talk, I think 40 people signed up. And really that was one of the key reasons why I kept going back there, because I knew they actually wanted it. Not only did they want to do it, they got the technique really quickly, responded really, really well, it resonated with them. And then the third thing was they actually practiced in their cells on their own. So at that point I was hooked. So we've been collecting some data on the wellbeing of incarcerated people and corrections officers and staff before they learn meditation and then 4 days after they've learned meditation. And what we're finding is that on day one, particularly with incarcerated people, their wellbeing is very low, they're in distress. But every single person, I think, has made an improvement, and that's quite remarkable. That's in 4 days. So they've gone from feeling really bad to good, and some of them right into feeling very good. One of the things that meditation really helps, and I hear this from men all the time, is that they're way less reactive. Universally, they will say anger has been one of the things that has really caused them trouble. And they say that they feel less angry. And this is just within 4 days of learning to meditate. Well, I think I became a journalist because I wanted to improve things. But what I saw was that we would shine a light on something and it would improve, but then the same problem would crop up somewhere else. It was like this game of whack-a-mole, and I ended up just feeling completely disillusioned by it. I just didn't feel like I was seeing the world change at all as a result of what we were doing. Whereas with meditation, I feel like we're really getting to the heart of things. We're dealing with people's deep distress and stress and trauma. Through learning meditation, all of that is lifted and it really gives people an opportunity to change. I think that it can change the world.